Well, this is definitely not your typical No Man's Sky speculation video because that is not something that I do. I'm more of a numbers guy. I want to understand it. I don't want to sit there and just go, "Oh, we're going to get terraforming planets," because that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. I just watched that video. If you know who I'm talking about, I don't want to say his name out loud. I unsubscribed. I thought it was the most horrible thing because it gets a whole bunch of people thinking that we might be getting terraforming planets. This person knows that we're not going to get them either. They're just grasping at straws. I blame Sean Murray and Hello Games for doing this, letting content creators come up with videos like that. It is absolutely horrible for our new players. For old players, it's kind of fun. We can speculate and just have fun. It's all kind of like a joke. But if you have 157,000 subscribers and you're just going to sit there and go, you know what, guys? I think we're going to get terraforming planets. I'm pretty sure. Look at this. Look at this video. Watch this video. Oh my God, shut up. I'm a numbers guy. Let's look at some numbers. Let's go all the way back to 2010. Why are we going back to 2010, Sky Masters? The game wasn't even made until 2016. Why are we doing this? I want to take you guys back to 2010 because that is when the GeForce 400 series GPU card came out. Why are we talking about PCs, man? Well, because Sean Murray and Hello Games has attached the minimum specs requirements that this game is going to run on is attached to this series of cards. It's actually attached to a GTX 480, okay? See this thing on the right-hand side up here? This is a GTX 480. We're looking at some user benchmarks. This is a standard benchmark that everybody puts things up against and we can kind of compare and see what's going on. And let me tell you right here, the GTX 480 coming in at 2010 is kind of an old card. It ranks 189th place out of everything today, and it's way down there in the red zone. It's not looking very good. No Man's Sky is one of the biggest ambitious games that I've ever played. I don't know about you. It's really why I like the game. And this right here, a 2016 game, one of the biggest games I've ever played, still, even right now, is attached to a card from 2010. Sink that in for a minute. It's not your consoles. It's not an Xbox. Speaking of Xbox, we've got the Xbox One S card equivalent over here. Now, granted, Xbox probably runs a little bit more optimized because they don't have a lot of junk on there, but this is very, very close. I don't want to get arguments over one or two little pieces of information that might have been more optimized. We could argue that until the cows come home. This is a very generalized equivalent right here is the GTX 750, and that's coming in at 192. All right. So, listen, guys. Let's move on and talk about what can this thing handle. I just don't think this is going to handle all that much more. Let's put some more cards into perspective here, and let's compare this GTX 480 to a newer card. This is going to be the new Xbox 10 here. And this is very close. I think the PS5 is going to have the 2070 equivalent in here. I'm almost certain. But for right now, let's talk about, we'll just keep this high card in there right there. This is the 3070, and this is ranked 14th right now. And that's a pretty decent card. We got a lot of wiggle room. We could do way, way more with this card than that other card right over there from 2010. Now, minimum specs shouldn't be all the way this crazy high. I mean, we do have to sell the game, right? I mean, but still, you've got the biggest, most ambitious game. Do you tie that to such small minimum specs like that? Why would you do that? I don't understand why, because you are only as strong as your weakest link. And then Sean comes out and says that he does not like sequels. He's going to do updates. So as long as we keep on doing updates, we are attached to this GTX 480, whether you like it or not, whether you are a PC player or not, you are attached to this GTX 480. If you know it, like it, or if you accept it or not, you are attached to this. We are all attached to this, and that's why I think he should just drop this update bullcrap and let's move on. Let's check out the minimum spec requirements for a game like, let's just say, Destiny. Destiny's minimum spec requirements here is a 660. That's a little bit up, or a GTX 1050. That's stepping it up there. That's reasonable. I mean, the newer consoles have all this capability. If we could just drop it and run with it, I don't know when we're going to do it. I think everybody's getting to the point where they're a little bit fed up with these empty updates. You can't expect much more out of this GTX 480 here, guys. I keep saying it. I will keep saying it because I'm trying to combat these stupid content creators and the inability of Hello Games as a company to come out and be transparent with us and just let us know that we are going to be having this little update and there's going to be some bugs. You guys help out the new players. We could use some beta testers, and Sky Masters would be like, yo, I love to do some beta testing as long as I can be directly involved with you guys some sort of how. I don't want the Zendesk crap. Go look at Zendesk. I tell you what, Zendesk is the most horrible company in the world. Maybe not the world. I'm sorry. That's very extreme exaggeration. But any companies that have had to deal with them that use Zendesk, it's always been a nightmare. And I've gone down that road at least 7 times with 5 different companies. So anyway, listen, hit that like and subscribe, or don't. But I'll see you on the next video, because I know you want to see all that cool modded stuff, because we actually are playing No Man's Sky 2. Go check out those videos about it. I'll see you on the next one.